Peace, peace. You coolin' with the Completist, and I'm about to take y'all inside, dead inside. Pun intended. But listen, it's a very good game, man. Especially all of my fans of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, and anyone who played the game Limbo. It's from the same creator of Limbo, and I have to say, it's definitely been a very entertaining and exciting experience, man. Very intense, very suspenseful. I wouldn't say the game is scary, but it definitely brings that gloomy, suspenseful, aspect to you. But it's just good, man. It's just a good game, and it's puzzle oriented as well. So you got them times where you have to think, how to get to that next level. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's definitely one of the most popular games right now. I definitely had to play it for myself. After playing Limbo and Little Nightmares, I like that the way that they make these games is kind of, it seems one dimensional, but it's really not. It's anything but. Um, but yeah, it's actually kind of gritty as well. I didn't really expect that, and that was very surprising to me too. And a lot of these levels, you really got to think on the spot. Like, you really have a small time limit to really get things done. You know what I mean? Small windows. And that's what I kind of like about puzzle games. They make you really better. You know what I'm saying? Just with your thinking in general. And in this game, you're a kid. It seems I don't really understand the plot of this game right now. I'm sure after a couple more plays I will, but it's weird. You know what I mean? It's just a very creepy game, man. And anyone who's played it can vouch for this fact. You know what I mean? That is a very good game. It had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. Like, just look at this. Running away from another adult and then coming out and then dookle dookle. I mean, it's not funny, but you get where I'm coming from though. Like, you got to think. You know what I'm saying? You got to think quickly. Yeah. And with the feedback that this game has gotten since its release, I'm sure they're going to eventually end up coming out with a sequel, or at least a DLC pack. You know what I mean, to keep people playing it. You know what I mean, because it's a good game, and it got all the people's attention, especially my horror and puzzle mystery buffs. Yeah, definitely. And influence is huge, especially when you're in the business of video gaming, movies, or storytelling in general. They took a lot of inspiration from the game Little Monsters. And I'm sorry, not Little Monsters, Little Nightmares. Yeah, I just did a blooper on my own video. But either way, they definitely took inspiration from it. You know what I mean? There's scenes where you have no choice but to run for your life. Um, and like I said before, there's a lot of think quick thinking aspects of the game where you have to figure things out. And yeah, you're gonna die a lot. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this is all about when it comes to gaming, trial and error. But it's very, very entertaining, man. Very, very dark. And it's kind of explicit for real. Not with language or anything like that, but when you die, it do be gruesome sometimes. So I wouldn't advise to let your children play this, but it is what it is. It's not nothing crazy. It's just a game that you got to figure out. And don't forget to push that button, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Spotify podcast, and the Facebook group and page. The completest space is always the greatest space. But back to the content at hand. And it's a whole bunch. Every level was different, man. Every level had its difficulty setting, if you will. Like, there's things you have to pay attention, and you have to be very aware of your surroundings, especially when you are on a new level, because it's one of them levels where they gonna surprise you with something different every trip. A different obstacle, a different not antagonist, but something in that vicinity that's going to keep you from reaching your goal. So there is no backstory. There is no real story to this game. There's no name to the main character. There's no villain or antagonist that we can all be fans of. It's nothing like that. It's not. It's not. There's no story. But it is a game that leaves a lot of space for you to wonder and to kind of create your own theories. Because, like I said, it's a popular game. So, with all the thinking and all the theories that we can come up with between now and the next time they do eventually come out with a sequel for the game, they can come up with something magnificent. They can come out with a story for us. Kind of like what they did with Little Nightmares, even though they didn't really flesh out a whole story for that game either. But it's still better story than the first, game of, whatever. But and you can tell that they took a lot of time on the scenery, the settings, the just the characters in general. It was definitely a greatly fleshed out game, and I have no complaints. I definitely give it a good 9 out of 10. Like I said, give me a like and a subscribe on my Spotify and YouTube. Follow on Facebook. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Go cop the game, man. It's good. Peace. I say.